So once again, welcome back everyone. This is 1920 Gaming, this is FIFA 20 Career Mode, the Manager's Journey, the Kilmarnock Step, and we are today going into the penultimate episode in terms of football of the season. And as you can see, we've just started there having to do media interviews between this episode and the last one to explain the reasons why that we didn't sign the contract when we met up with the owner's rep. The CEO, if you like, of the football club, and like I touched on before, that is literally just because I needed certain assurances and to look the chairman in the eye and get those assurances. So hopefully we'll get that meeting soon. But in terms of action in this video today, we've got the semi-finals of the Scottish Cup against Rangers, then we've got a game there against St Johnstone, and we do finish off with Hearts, I believe. We're away at St Johnstone and we are at home, I believe, to Hearts, and we are indeed. And then as you can see in the final episode, what a massive one that's going to be. Aberdeen, Rangers and Celtic all in a row. But before we get into today's action, let's just take a quick look at the scores from the last episode, where we beat St Mirren 3-1 at home. We only managed a 1-1 draw away with Motherwell, and we absolutely thumped Livingston 6-1, which unfortunately, if you haven't seen the last episode yet, I didn't actually have the footage or the highlights for that one. For some reason it didn't record, so I apologise for that. But yeah, we did get a 6-1 win against Livingston. And what we're going to do now is just build towards this cup semi-final against Rangers. I'm feeling for this game that I might go again like we did last time and just play our stuff. Because deja vu really, we're on a 6-match unbeaten run coming in against Rangers just like we were before. So again, I'm feeling confident enough that we go out, we play our way, play our system, and hopefully get the same result. Because if you remember, we did do that last time and we managed to get the win over Rangers. Obviously, if we can do that again this time, we end up in a cup final, which would be great for the club. But yeah, we have to take it one game as it comes. We're doing our training now. Pretty average results really, B, C's and D's. We just continue the march towards the game. It is going to be a massive game, no doubt about it. I'm looking forward to it. It could be one of the biggest games of the season, with a cup final on offer as a reward. And before we get into the game, we're going to just do this press conference. They're asking to see Bruce. I am thinking, just in case we go out, do I play players like Bruce, Burke and people like that who could go out in a blaze of glory, or do we go full strength and gamble on getting to the final and then them guys miss out? Not really sure yet, but that's something we'll look at in a bit. And like I say, once this press conference is over, it's time to get excited for the game. I have a feeling that the other finalist is going to be Celtic, who we've not managed to beat this season, so that would be really tough. But we can't look too far ahead yet, because this is certainly no gimme. It's Rangers we're talking about, and let's jump into it now. Okay, so here we go then, Rangers to get us underway in this semi-final. We have gone 4-2-3-1. We've put Burke in the side. We got Frizzell playing as well. Decided not to go with Bruce just because the pace options that Rangers have got up front. Other than Frizzell and Burke, it is the full strength side. We are going to try our best to get to the final. Played really well against Rangers last time, so I'm hoping that we can do that again. We could have Burke here in behind Tavernier, but unfortunately not. And Helander plays a brilliant ball through there that just bypassed the entire midfield straight into their striker. We do get it back though with Burke again, who did actually ask if he could play today. He has said he wants to try and help us get to the final and go out in a blaze of glory, like lifting the cup. And I've been more than willing to accommodate him with that. He's been a really good player this season, and that is a beautiful back heel there. And we're 1-0 up already, 10 minutes into this semi-final, and we are indeed 1-0 up. It was a great little touch from Cameron. Ince on his favoured left foot, makes no mistake at all, and he buries that one, and it is a great start against Rangers. Much faster a start than I expected that it would be. That's his second goal in the Scottish Cup, so he's doing well. We've got Cameron in up front today as well, who is actually the top scorer in this competition at the moment, so it seemed a bit unfair not to play him. But yeah, that is an absolutely lightning start from us. Really happy with that one. And we are now actually into the second half, because after we scored, absolutely nothing else at all happened during that game. Rangers are yet to have a shot on goal. We've had 2 shots, including the one that we scored. It was a really drab and dire first half. Surely it can only get better. If it doesn't and we stay 1-0 up, that's good enough for me, but obviously I want you guys to have something to watch, and unlucky there for Campbell. Decent start to the second half again, and yeah, that's pretty much what Rangers have been doing. We've been getting to their 18-yard box. They've been cutting things out, whacking it clear, and we've been coming again. We have been in control, but we've not done anything of note with that control so far, which worries me, especially with it being in the cup. And as you can see, we're only 5 minutes into the second half, and already I was contemplating making a change there. I decided to think better of it, but that's just an instance of how bad the game's been, that we're 5 minutes into the second half, we're winning, but I was still considering making some changes just to try and get something going in this game. But we don't want Rangers to be the ones that make something happen, but unfortunately that is exactly what happened. As soon as Barisic put that ball in, there was only ever going to be one outcome. Here it is here, just plays it inside and bang, first time shot, and just like that it is 1-0. One shot, one goal for Rangers. It was the same story for us in the first half, and now we've got it all to do again. Like I say, we have been the better side, so if we continue to do that, the fact that they've scored might not be an issue. But all the way through the first half, when we couldn't put them away, I was sitting here while I was playing, thinking to myself, they're not going to be that bad again in the second half. So yeah, I was anticipating them getting better, but hopefully we obviously can still hopefully get the job done. Campbell's done well there. He's battled hard, but unfortunately doesn't come away with the ball. And look at the way they're moving it now. The wind is definitely in their sails at the moment, Rangers, and that's another big save from the keeper. But that ball movement now was out of this world, and that is why they are the toughest team to play against in the Scottish League. I think after almost finishing the first season now, they press really well off the ball, and they move it so quickly when they get it. I have noticed that Kent's not playing again. I'm starting to wonder whether he's either injured or moved. I've not seen him in the last couple of games, and if he's moved from there, then he's fair game to bring in, so that might be something that we can look at. I didn't want to take him directly off Rangers. I don't want to take any players directly off Celtic. I don't want to be the one that weakens them. It's almost like cheating to me that. And we could be 2-1 down here, as again they cut straight through us with hardly any effort whatsoever. which is really worrying. I was expecting them to get better, and they most certainly have. I don't recall us having an attack since that first one in this half so far. There could be an again here now. I thought there was a bit of offside there, but no. The low cross comes in and we just about deal with it again, but still we can't get it out, and that's the pressing that I was on about. That's a great ball from Tavernier, and it is 2-1. Wow, what a passage of play that was from Rangers, just flexing their muscle there. We did get the win against them last time, but they've really upped the game. That was a beautiful ball from Tavernier, and it weren't a bad assist either. And just like that now, we are 2-1 down and have a massive job on our hands now. This is going to be really, really tough from this point on. We've managed to work this really well this time though. Is he onside? I think he's onside. He's got to score here surely. No, it's saved by Fodringham. I believe it is in goal for them. That was a big chance, and we don't have long left. That's the best that we've done since the very beginning of the second half. Maybe Rangers just tiring a little bit now could help us out. Ince has not got much left himself either, to be fair, and maybe it is now time just to chuck fresh legs at it and see what happens, see if we can get something from this. Parrott's going to go out on the right. McQueen is coming on from Ince now. I've just clocked how tired he actually is, and we've got 10 minutes to try and rescue this tie. Tavernier up against Burke here. Burke can't win it back this time. They've played that beautifully past them all again. This is not looking good here. I've got a bad feeling here. It's good block this time though. Now we can get our fresh legs on as well. Maybe we can do something on a counter. It's a big header out, but it's going to go straight back to a blue shirt. Barisic has just got the freedom of that wing there to run, and he chose to do that. Thankfully we did stop him, and we've got to start getting this ball forward quickly now and try and get in behind their tired defence. Unfortunately we've just ran straight into the defender there instead of past him. And Arfield now has got a bit of room to work in as well, but he's out on his feet as well. They have put a lot into this second half, Rangers, to be fair. Davis has got a bit of room now. They've got another man over as well, and it's Barisic, and he's missed it. We got away with one there. We are going to have to take chances now, though. That's just the thing. Robinson brings this one forward now. He's passed it into the midfield. Cameron's got it back off McCreaney now. And we've lost it yet again. Rangers are just not giving us any time on the ball at the moment at all. Arfield there was on his knees, but still manages to hold on to it. We need to get this ball back right now, and as soon as we do, we've got to go up that pitch quickly. We've got 1 minute left, and Rangers I think are just going to hold on to this ball now. They're not even going to go for another. Now we go quick. We have to just keep going forward now. The ball doesn't even reach Cameron. It was a bad ball, and that is it. We're out of the cup this season. We're not going to be lifting a trophy this season. Fair play to Rangers. What a second half they've just put in. We needed to put them away in the first while we were on top, but we just couldn't break them down again. It's gutting that, to be fair. Our season pretty much now has fizzled out. We can't get any silverware. We can win and still are playing for second against Rangers, ironically. But that's all we have got to play for now. Absolutely gutted with that one. And we're going to head straight into the St Johnstone game now. Try and bounce straight back. We need to, after that, feel really deflated at the minute. Need a big performance here to try and lift the spirits again. Like I said, it's literally now what we're playing for now is second place. Realistically, Aberdeen can't really catch us now. I think we only need a point to make that mathematically the case in this one. So we'll be getting top 3, but Rangers obviously are going to push us all the way for that second place. You wouldn't expect anything less, and they also have that cup final to look forward to now as well. But for us, it's just keep ticking the boxes now, try and get these wins. And ref, was that a penalty there? We've recycled the ball anyways, and can we score here? We should, but we don't. ain't on his left foot, I would have backed him there. He's just cut straight across the ball and it's gone sailing. It weren't far wide, but wide is what it was, and that could have been 1-0 really early on, and that would have made us feel a lot more comfortable in this game. We can see the little graphic there, the little mini table. We're just 2 points ahead of Rangers at the moment, and keep in mind they've just beat us and we do have to play them in the last episode as well. So we really can't afford any mistakes. We've just got to keep winning. We've got this game in Hearts. If we can win this one, win the Hearts one, then that's just going to leave us needing a point probably against Rangers, and then Celtic will effectively be a dead rubber. That's a situation I would like, since we haven't beat Celtic this season. Ooh, that was a good ball in there. I thought we'd scored, but no. St Johnstone whack it clear. But yeah, if we can get to that Celtic game not needing anything at all, that would be the ideal situation for that one. Nice skills there from Ince. We might get Thomas through here. If we don't, it's whacked away again by St Johnstone. And we're just over a quarter of the way through the game now. We've had it feels like we've had most of the ball. We've definitely had all of the territory, but similar to the Rangers game really, we've not really created all that much with the advantage that we have enjoyed. But if we can get something, a goal in this one, I feel like that would be enough, because obviously St Johnstone are not going to have the same kind of firepower as what Rangers have got. So I feel like one could possibly be enough in this one, and we could get it now with Ince. He's twisting and turning, waiting for support. None's really coming. We've got power now though, and he just strokes that into the far corner, and that is 1-0, and it is thoroughly deserved. We have been by far and away the better team in this one, and at last our efforts are rewarded. It looked like a nice calm finish, almost passed into the far corner. Ince held the ball up really well. Thomas plays it to Power, and Power just comes up with another big goal. We needed that really. Hopefully that'll break them open a bit and invite them onto us somewhat, and yeah, leave some gaps around at the back, because they've been playing that deep that we've really struggled to create all that much. But feeling much better now that's gone in. We don't need to force anything now. We just move the ball around and see where the game takes us from here. So we're an hour in now. We've completely dominated the ball in this half. St Johnstone have just held in and held in and held in. We really could do with another goal just to seal this one, so we don't get sucker punched. It doesn't feel like we're going to be honest. Like I say, it's been complete and utter control from us. Yeah, there's not much else to say really. St Johnstone have offered absolutely nothing. That is probably the best they've come up with so far, and yeah, at some point it feels like that they're gonna have to come out, but we haven't reached that point yet at all. Ince has worked that well there with Parrott, and Campbell's through now, and Campbell makes no mistake. That's the goal I was after. We needed that one just to seal this. That is this game done and dusted now. There's no way St Johnstone come back, and yeah, again, just like I said in the first half, completely deserved. Ince does well there. There was a little hint of offside, I thought at the time with Campbell, but no, when you watch the replays he was in line, and that is us home and hosed, and that's another 3 points in the bag from this one, and that has definitely proved to be the case. We could maybe have got a couple of more. We had a couple of decent half chances. Unfortunately we couldn't take them. We didn't even work the keeper on one of them, to be fair, but it's been a comfortable day. We've probably been second or third gear at best and managed to put these boys away. That is another 3 points ticked off, and we've ticked another game off now as well. The best that Rangers can hope for is that they're still 2 points behind us. So all in all, a good day at the office with this one. Can't complain. Like I said, controlled from start to finish, had a lot of the ball, had a lot of the territory. Campbell got a rare goal as well, and yeah, just overall happy with that one. Much better than what happened against Rangers obviously, and the fans, as you can see there, enjoyed it as well. And that is us 2, St Johnstone 0. Okay, so here we go. This time it's us who gets the game underway. We're at home today, where so far we've been invincible this season. We need to keep that going today because obviously you'll have just seen in the graphic. Celtic for once have dropped points, leaving the door mathematically still open at this point, just about. Yeah, it's a pipe dream really, but it is still, while it's still possible, you have to go and chase it right, and that's exactly what I'm looking for us to do today, especially at home. I want another big performance, a few goals maybe, that would be nice. We are, like I said, at the moment invincible at home. That's decent ball movement, but ultimately comes to nothing. And after this one, I think we have Aberdeen. This is the last game of the episode though, guys, so yeah, once this match ends, the episode will as well. And yeah, we want to end on a nice positive note, especially considering we started with the loss today in the cup, which I'm still gutted about. But yeah, if we can get a win here, would be obviously St Johnstone comfortably, then it's still been a somewhat successful episode, especially with Celtic dropping points as well. We have, I forgot to mention, made a lot of rotations for this game today. We've got Kambamba playing, Wilson's playing, he's on the ball right now, Friezel's playing, McCreaney's playing, as you can see, and he just gave the ball away there. Kambamba's in, Cameron's back in up front, just to try and keep things fresh, because we were suffering with legs on a couple of players, and this is not looking good. That's a great ball off to Naismith, and we are 1-0 down with 20 minutes gone. That is not the start that we needed at all. Yeah, it was too easy for them, that, just a ball down the middle. It's just played square across to Naismith, who's got the whole goal to aim at. It beats the keeper, and once again Stephen Naismith scores against us. Hearts and Motherwell are really not good games for us, are they? We really struggle against both of them for some reason. I'm not too sure what that is, but it's something that we'll need to address next season. Thankfully we're not playing either of them again now this season, so yeah, we need to get back into this. Like I said, we can't afford to slip because we can still lose second. Rangers are still right there behind us. That's a decent ball in from McCreaney there. Yeah, Rangers are still right up there behind us, and we really don't want to have to get something out of that Celtic game. That is always in the back of my mind at the moment. So we do need a win here, definitely. We're going to need to beat Aberdeen as well. Like I say, then hopefully a point would be enough against Rangers and not leave us needing anything against Celtic. So that is what we're aiming for at the moment. We do want that second spot. We've occupied it, well, it's swapped between us and Rangers for most of this season, so it'd be nice to end up with it, especially to give them something back after they knocked us out of the cup. O'Donnell's done well there. He's turned back, he does all the hard work and then just can't find the simple pass. Naismith does well there, and they're just playing some nice football there, passing the ball around with the overhead kick, the chest, and this, that and the other. As you can see, we've done alright with the possession and things like that, but again, we just need to create more with it. It's become a theme of this episode really. Right, we've got that back well. Can we do something with it now? We need to go quicker. We need to put them under more pressure. And Cameron just again turns into their player and loses it. I thought McCreaney might have won that back there, but not to be this time. We're still putting pressure on the man with the ball. We need you to get there. Robinson, he doesn't, but Finlay does cut it out. And we bring it away again. Can we do something this time maybe? That's a bit of nice play there. McCreaney's just gone past his man. He's not really challenged him, and neither has the other one. Can he score now? He's played it across the box instead. Kambamba's there. It weren't the greatest of shots, but it has still gone in, and probably against the runner play, I would say this time. We have got ourselves back in the game, and maybe we can kick on from here now. The fans are more than happy with that, as you can see. I really thought McCreaney might shoot there. He opened his body nicely, but goes for the pass instead. And Kambamba just about gets the ball over the line. And we're back in this game right before half time. And as you can see, we're almost at the hour now, and since the second half started, we've really been banging the door down, just trying to find a way through. But nothing's happened for us just yet. That's a nice bit of play by Frizzell there. He went for a pass, that looked like, rather than a shot. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but McCreaney's in again here now. He's played it to Cameron, and he's set up another one. And this time it's Cameron that just stabs the ball on. Again, he can't miss. It's great play from McCreaney. Nice sharp little turn. He's unselfish again, which allows us to take the lead. And that is exactly what we needed. We weren't that great in the first half. We've played really well in the second, and there's another shot of the goal for you. And it is Cameron's 11th goal of the season. He's doing really well, and that is us now 2-1 ahead with not long left. And that is exactly what we needed. We've been on top, like I said, since the second half started, and we've made it count straight away. Could we be in again here now with Cameron? He's doing really well to hold this defender off. He's finally been pulled down, and I think we may have a penalty here. It looks like it is going to be a penalty. I weren't sure if he'd go all the way back to when he was being pulled, but no, defender's run into him. And yeah, we could put this to bed now straight away. Just have a look who our best taker is. Yeah, I can't even find Cameron again. Oh no, what an error that is by myself. That is embarrassing. I didn't even realise there was a time limit to take the penalty, and that is a massive chance that I've just spurned to put this game to bed. I really hope I don't regret that now. Oh, that could have been another foul there. It is going to be a foul. We get a free kick. Hearts seem to have lost their head a little bit here just at the moment. Maybe I get a chance to put that awkward penalty moment right now. It's a bit too far out for the guys we've got in our team there, but can we do something creative with it? We've got Robinson here now, can't quite hold it up, and Hearts whack it clear. But as long as we keep playing like we are at the moment, that is perfectly fine. We've got the step overs there against nobody from Kambamba. I thought he may be able to just bulldoze his way through there, but unfortunately not. And this time it's Hearts that bring it away. And we've just got 5 minutes of this match left now, guys, so it feels like a good time to say once again, thanks for spending your time watching this. It's very appreciated. It's been a lot of fun again, playing the games, recording the games, editing the videos. I'm loving the whole journey at the moment. I'm learning a whole heap of new stuff that I've never even looked at doing before, which also makes me feel really good. I'm enjoying this series a lot more than I did the Warsaw one. We've been able to do a lot more with it to this point, and I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, all in all, it's been a successful episode. If we go back to the on the pitch matters, it's absolutely gutting that we couldn't finish with a win against Rangers and get into the cup final. But yeah, other than that, really enjoyed it, and again, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. If you have, please do hit that like and subscribe button just to let me know. It would help out an awful lot. Other than that, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.